Spennymoor Town against Blyth Spartans in a Northern Derby here in the National League North. I'm Adam Hassel, alongside me is Jack Franks. Let me take you through the two sides, start at Spennymoor, who make one change from Saturday's 2-2 draw home to Kingsley Town. That's at left back, where Stephen Brogan comes in for the injured Shane Henry. 4-4-2 formation. Matt Gould, as always, is the goalkeeper. The back four, right to left, is Callum Williams, Carl Magnay, captain James Curtis, and Stephen Brogan. For the midfield, again, right to left is Dan Ward, Rob Ramshaw, Jamie Chandler, and Ben McKenna. And to the front, Adam Boys and James Roberts. Blyth name an unchanged squad to the side that drew with Kidderminster at the weekend. About to get us started. Can't see who it is that's on the ball in the centre circle. But we're started. Blyth kicking from right to left in this first half. A long diagonal ball looking for the left wing, but Williams shields it out of play and says Spennymoor will have a throw in the early stages of this one. Foul on Roberts inside his own half. Gives Blyth a free kick. A little bit confused how both number 10s have called Roberts.
Oh yeah,
Callum and James.
It doesn't look good. It looks like his hamstring's gone.
Yeah, he's stayed down over on the far side. Hasn't really made it much further back from the corner.
Substitution across, Spennymoor coming off of pitch number 7, Dan Ward. Bias number 15, Amanda Johnson.
And absolutely right there, Jack McKenna comes to his right hand side and Johnson will play down the left. Does enough to put him off, and it's a good pass into Roberts as well. Now the boys towards Roberts again, who might get there ahead of Roberts. He's fourth wide slide, now coming inside. And Robertson is pulled down the edge of the penalty area. Surely he's going to give something. Now is that a clear goal opportunity? Is that a last man challenge on James Roberts? Is that going to be a red card? I think it might be.
The only saving grace is there was a man covering round. That's the only way this could save him from a red card. But it looks like, yeah,
it is a red card. And so just 12 minutes into the game, Blyth are reduced to 10 men. Joe Robson, I think, is the man who's been sent off. Just a couple of yards, if that, outside the penalty area, perhaps 5 yards right of the D. Four-man wall, which is lined up just behind the penalty spot. Stephen Brogan, the man on it. So far the only man on it, so going to be a left footer. Keeper Foden's got a lot of his goal open here. Here comes Brogan, takes it, it's a goal! It's lovely, that is, from Stephen Brogan. Returning to the starting lineup. And it's a double blow for Blyth. They lose a man and they lose a goal as well. And 13 minutes into the game, it's Spennymoor 1, Blyth Spartans 0. A really lovely free kick. Might have just kissed the crossbar on its way through as well.
I mean, it couldn't really get better than that situation. You're a goal up and a man up now, all in one phase of play. But I think as soon as that kind of position opened up for Brogan, we've seen him doing the pass where he can get it up and over the wall so quick.
Ball from Spennymoor, now down the left, looking for Roberts. Good touch into Brogan, who can turn out and give it back to Roberts, who can play a little chip ball towards McKenna, who chests it down. Got Williams on the overlap, just crossing the halfway line. And he got that ball with McKenna, and now can cut inside with it. Looking for Boys with a little reverse pass, but it's cut out. So Blyth have it back in the centre circle with Amanchi. That's a really weird touch. It goes straight to the Boys, one-on-one. Inside a penalty area, surely Boys scores! It's 2-0! Well, you've just said how it's a bit of a weird start to the game. Adam Boys' assist there comes from Blyth striker Tanani Amanchi. Just lay that ball for the centre circle, not sure what he was doing. And Adam Boys can run onto the end of it and play it underneath the goalkeeper Mark Foden in towards the bottom left corner. We've only played 16 minutes, 17 minutes, and Spennymoor already 2-0 up. He had a card by reaction. Ramshaw's tying his boots again now. It's the 5th time today he's tying his shoelaces, Rob Ramshaw.
Yeah, no comment. I was going to crack a joke out of it now. Yeah, scary man, Robson.
Magnay has it and his ball is cut out, but instead finds Johnson. Johnson cuts inside and tries shot, and it's not a bad effort. It's in! Oh, what a goal that is! Always curling in. It looked like it might just creep wide of the post, but it comes in and it beats the goalkeeper, Mark Foden, and just under 6 minutes into the second half, Spennymoor got a third. It's Andrew Johnson with a lovely goal from 25 yards.
I'll tell you this, he scored a carbon copy of that goal on so many occasions, cutting in off the left hand side, and as soon as it leaves his boot in that position, 9 times out of 10 it's going to end up in that far corner
once more. Magnay coming forward, plays it wide out to Brogan. It's in his path as well. It's a good ball to Brogan. A good ball from Brogan to Boyd. Across the face, a goal and nearly turned in inside the 6-yard box. I think it was Roberts who was very near on the end of that. Not quite. Good move again though from Spennymoor. And they come again with Magnay inside the centre circle. Wide left it comes to Brogan. Brogan got space to run into and cut inside the pitch someone. Give it to Boys. Good ahead of Boys, but he gets a good touch and can play it to Magnay. Magnay can turn again and play square to Chandler. Chandler now to find McKenna. Little through ball trying to find Boys. Boys now back to McKenna. 25 yards to goal. Trying to run past Rwandan. Fighting to slide it through to Johnson, who might get there. It's a good save by the goalkeeper. Who can claim it at a second attempt inside his 6-yard box. Brogan will take back to Chandler. Chandler comes back to Magnay. Still inside the Blyth half. Across the centre circle to Curtis, who has to run onto it. He's got time to do it. Into Roberts, down to Ramshaw. Ramshaw comes square to Chandler. Chandler now down the line to Brogan. 25 yards of goal. Angle cross towards Boys, who heads it towards goal. Off the crossbar. Fall to Roberts, who side foots it in. And that's 4. Another well worked goal from Spennymoor, from back to front, working it from side to side. With Brogan's cross, headed towards goal by Boys, who did really well to get a power on a header. It crashes off the crossbar and falls to Roberts, who's probably 8 or 9 yards out. He can side foot it into the keeper's bottom left hand corner. And with 56 minutes on the clock, it's Spennymoor 4, Blyth 0. So it's the deepest Spennymoor man. He's 5 yards inside Blyth half. Nathan Magnay, wide left to Brogan. Brogan cuts inside, as he's done so many times today. That's a good pass in towards Ramshaw and a really good turn and a nearly very good finish as well. And the keeper's really well to push it away to far side. And as far as Cogden, who can keep it in play and give it back to William. Now to Chandler, just outside the penalty area towards the right corner. Deep cross towards the back post. Heads away before it reaches Ramshaw, but should be kept in play by Roberts. It is. Roberts now comes back to Stephen Brogan. Good cross that is towards Adam Boyd. It's over him and Cogden gets something. And Williams getting something on it, but it goes wide. Way inside his own half. Excuse me. He can turn back and give it to Devitt. Back to Callahan again, and they put themselves on a bit of pressure here. They've nearly won that back of Spennymoor. In fact, they might go ahead there. Cogden then wins the header, then tries a shot off the post. Oh, and it's back across face of goal, and out of play on the other side. Blyth nearly walked themselves into trouble there, and a really good press from Cogden, and I think Ramshaw was pushing up as well. It fell to Cogden on the edge of the D, and his first time volley hits the post. Nearly opens Spennymoor to a fifth, and now Johnson's won it back on the far side, nicking the ball away from Callahan. Cuts inside again as Johnson, now gets Chandler on the overlap cross, comes in towards Adam. Boys headed away, Boys will fall to, he scuffs his shot, it will fall to Johnson, who gets his second of the game and puts the ball in the back of the net. He nicked the ball himself away from Callahan on the far side. Chandler's crossing, found Boys. Blyth put it clear, it falls to Johnson, who from 8 yards out rolls it into the bottom left corner. And Spennymoor lead by 5 goals to 0, turning into a thrashing.
It's a defensive mess really for Blyth. That one wasn't it? Really scrappy, bobbling around the box, couldn't clear it. Boys' shot deflected right in the path of Johnson, who's alert to be fair.
Also born this millennium was Ollie Scott. 2 players born in 2000. And the referees are to play no other time whatsoever. You can't blame him. Spennymoor have been worth every single goal of that 5-0 victory. The match changed somewhat when just 13 minutes in, Joe Robson was sent off for a last man challenge on James Roberts. And from that point on, it was all Spennymoor. Stephen Brogan scoring from the resulting free kick. Alan Boyd getting one just 3 minutes later, and 2-0 was the score at half time. And the relentless pressure carried on in the second half. Andrew Johnson getting 2, first of which was a lovely goal. He cut it from the left hand side. James Roberts getting a deserved goal as well. Blyth stay at the bottom of the table. Spennymoor will get their second win of the season and definitely deserved to win by this scoreline. Spennymoor Town 5, Blyth Spartans 0.